Hey everyone, I got a little bit of a different video for you today. I was recently on Freedom of the Seas, and one of the things I noticed is there's some areas on the ship that are a little quieter, maybe a little bit away from a lot of the foot traffic that you get around the ship. And I kind of wanted to point these out. These are nice areas to know. I mean, you can always hang out in your room, especially if you have a balcony, but sometimes you want to be out and about around the ship, but maybe find that place that's a little bit quieter for you. So this is what I'm going to highlight in the video. Remember, this applies to Freedom, Liberty, and Independence, all the Freedom class ships, as well as all the Voyager class ships, Voyager, Explorer, Adventure, Navigator, and Mariner. I hope you enjoy the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. If you already do subscribe, I thank you so much. And we're going to start off here on deck 4, and I really think this is one of the most underappreciated areas on the ship. This is the promenade, and this is basically the outside of the ship that goes along deck 4 on both sides. Don't confuse it with the Royal Promenade. That's the main drag inside the ship up on deck 5. But this is kind of one of those areas, I always think of it, if I don't have a balcony, this is where I can come out and kind of get that balcony feel to the cruise. When you're in port, it's a great spot to look around. You're not up on the pool deck, you're not quite as high, but you do get a good view of everything. And they actually have this section right here that actually extends out from the hull of the ship. And on the other side of the glass here is the main dining room. So if you're out here at night, like you go, I want to watch us set sail when we leave port, you might turn and look through the glass and there's a family having dinner in there for an early seating or something. You can see the balconies up above. We are in Coco Cay today, right next to the Celebrity Reflection. It's at least my first time being in Coco Cay with a Celebrity ship, so that was kind of cool. There's another good look for you. And this is deck 4, so this is when you first get on the ship and they say go to your muster station, listen to the speech. They'll check off your names and you're good to go. So, and you can see they have all these chairs here, and this goes around all the way to the back of the ship. And this is also where you would go out to get to the bow in the front of the ship, even though that's technically on deck 5. So there's stairs on each side that'll take you up. But you can see we had beautiful weather, a beautiful day here in Nassau, and that's kind of why I wanted to put this video together. And you can see right there, there's a Celebrity ship. And we'll come around, and this is actually, I believe, on the Oasis class ships where the jogging track is. And a lot of the view you have on this deck, the equivalent on Oasis and the whole class there, is that a lot of the lifeboats obstruct the view. So this is one of the things I love about this class of ships. As I mentioned, we're on Freedom, but this applies to Liberty and Independence in that Freedom class, as well as all of the Voyager class ships. So that's Voyager, Explorer, Adventure, Navigator, and Mariner. Now, another good spot is, and this is on a port day, the schooner bar here is a great spot just to chill. You got all the chairs here. It's going to be pretty quiet. You got the windows over there for some natural light. The bar isn't open yet. This is going to be one of those areas that it's going to be different when it's a sea day. They're going to pack a lot more into here. And of course, the library is going to be one of those quieter spots. I am so surprised at times how I peek in here and there is just nobody in here. And again, this is a great area. You got a couple windows over there, all the books in the cabinet. It's kind of one of those take a book, leave a book type of libraries. And it's just a nice area. You're right down. This is on deck 5. So you're right down to the promenade. So you're close if you want to grab a little bite to eat or grab a drink or something like that. Now, as we head out here, we're going to turn to the right and we're going to go into the Star Lounge. And the Star Lounge is going to be kind of like the schooner bar, where on a port day, it's going to be nice and quiet. There's a lot of seats in here, a good time to relax. They're really not doing much. Now, on a sea day, they're going to have bingo in here. They're going to have a little bit more activities going on. But this is a good shot of a typical port day in the Star Lounge, and more during the day. This, if you're familiar with Royal Caribbean, this place, definitely gets packed and gets going at night with different activities, karaoke and some of those things. And you can see we can look right across at the atrium here to down the promenade. And this is a little area. So again, deck 2, and we're right by the loyalty desk. So if you have a question about the Crown and Anchor benefits, anything like that, go to this desk. They do have the times when they'll be there. They're always very helpful. They have these 4 chairs and a couple tables here, and it's just a nice, quiet little area. If you're on decks like 2 or 3 and you don't want to go up to the promenade, this is kind of a nice little area just to kind of sit and hang out. Now, up on the pool deck, so now the Flow Rider is not a quiet spot on the ship. That usually gets pretty active. If people aren't on it, they like to watch the people who are trying it out. But what I want to show you here is, as you turn and you go down the stairs right here, you are now way in the back of the ship. So this is essentially deck 12. We're one deck above the Windjammer, and you can see all these loungers go around. Now on this side, it does not continue. Right about where that support pole is where it ends. But you've got a great view out the back of the ship. And you have all these lounge chairs, and it's going to be a little bit more secluded. Now, as the Flow Rider gets going, they'll have some music going, but this is a good spot. If you just want to grab some sun, you want to relax. The only downside here is there's no water. So you're not near the pool. You can't jump in the pool and cool off. There's no hot tub, anything like that. But it's just a great area, and I'm going to show you here. So this is the teen social area on the other side of the fake foliage here. And then just down a little bit further, you're going to see it there, Johnny Rockets. So you either get to it from the Flow Rider or walking along this area, and we're going to turn back. There's the steps, and you can see all these loungers here. I'll go by this area on a sea day, and there might be just a half a dozen, 6 or 8 people laying out and relaxing. It's usually kind of quieter there. Now, every one of the decks, so 6 through 10, they have a little bit of a seating area right here at each end of the promenade. And I wanted to show you this because this is a great spot. If you're waiting for somebody else to get ready for dinner or something like that, it's a great area to go. And I can point out to you those little, I call them a perch area. And these are over here past the elevators. And this is only on decks 6, 7, and 8. But it gives you a great view down the promenade just to kind of like people watch a little bit and just kind of check out the ship. I think be amazed that this thing can float. But it's a nice little area to be in. And like I said, they have chairs on several of these areas here on each end of the promenade. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Thank you for checking out my video, and remember, if you're looking for a cruise, contact me and I'll find the perfect cruise vacation for you.